All right, so play number 2 here on drive 3. Interestingly enough, okay, we kept the same personnel from drive 1 or play 1. So we end up having Wells on the outside, um, Brooks on the inside here. You had Stogner on the inside here. Notice I didn't use the queen. That's usually just represents the tight end. And usually if it's on the outside, that ends up being Stogner a lot of the times. Stogner keeps being a little piece like he is. Maybe I'll have to get him his own little special thing as well. All right, might make him the king, right? Um, we had Brooks here, Brown on the outside. Okay, remember the play before? They were in the ace formation, right? Where we had him up here. Okay. What happened on this play too? There was no sub, so the defense didn't sub either. They didn't go tempo, but they did. But they did go in. They went into a huddle and they came out in a new formation. Okay. So what we saw here, all right, is basically a spread formation. All right. Stauner's a little closer in. They're probably a little closer in over here. Okay. Couldn't quite tell where Brown was. I'd have to go back and look at some replay angles. Maybe I could have picked that up, but irrelevant to this. Brown goes in motion. Okay. Now remember on the play before, Brown was over here. Remember we were in that ace, and it was like this, and Brown was over here. He went very similar set. Remember I said you go through the ace and the shotgun formations, you can keep a lot of the same play sets, but things kind of change. This makes this kind of jet sweep thing a little easier out of ace formation because you got this room for him to run in between here and stuff, whatnot, of course. So ace set that up, to where they were worried about this jet sweep thing with Brown, with Brown on the last one. Okay. But now we're here. All right. This time they put Brown in motion. Okay, once again, I think he comes in behind. All right. Did he come in front? I think Brown came around. Okay, yeah, he came around. The snap happens. I think they're trying to get the distraction. Like maybe Brown's taking the run out this way. Okay, the play ends up being a read option. Okay. And a lot of, sorry, Stogner wasn't on the line, by the way. Stogner was out here, okay? A lot of the play, the blocking is pulling this way. So it's kind of a counter read. It's not really a counter read option. It just kind of ends up being where it could have been, okay? I'm going to put a defender in here because here's what happened, all right? A lot of the blocking's over here. There's a chance where if when Spencer got the ball and he has the option to hand off to Lloyd, okay, all the defenders are over here, okay. This guy is buckling down, okay, but it's one guy. There was some other potential defenders up in here and whatnot that could have come over and made a play on Lloyd, depending on how things worked out. All right. But what I like to concentrate on here is really Spencer makes a bad read on his option. He keeps it. He runs up here. This guy makes a play. Spencer gets a yard. Hey, not bad. Okay. All right. However, you'll see in the play, and they show it in the replay, he should have handed it to Lloyd. Now, I don't want to say Lloyd was going to break this. If you go back and look at the play, there's a chance where Lloyd, if he would have handed to Lloyd as the guy is buckling down, Lloyd could have broken it back through here, but he may have had to break the tackle on this guy, okay? Or this guy. This guy was reading pretty well, guys. He's your read guy here, and he was kind of keeping his feet kind of moving side to side. He had a little side shuffle going on. It was really good play here, just so y'all know. This wasn't the worst on Spencer, okay? He could have made a read to Lloyd here for sure, and we'll talk about why it would have been better he just went ahead and let Lloyd have the ball, okay, is because this guy is shoveling. He was doing a good job of hiding. Hey, which way am I going to go? Which way am I going to go? He waited to the last moment. So, if Spencer would have handed the ball, Lloyd might have broke the tackle. He might have got tackled right there, okay, or only got a small gain as well, okay? However, that's the difference here. And that's why it's still going to be a bad read on Spencer, just slightly. Okay, and Spencer did a great job here. He turned a great defensive play by this guy, all right, into a 1 yard gain. All right, at least he got that. I don't mind this, okay? However, like I said, there was some defense up here that Mike could have got to Lloyd to help him on the play. If I am Spencer Rattler and this guy's kind of floating in between there, he was, like I said, doing a really good job. I'm going to let Lloyd have that ball, okay? Because who's more than likely going to break a tackle here, okay, or shoot off a little faster, have a better juke move? It's going to be Lloyd. So in that situation, Spencer definitely should have handed to Lloyd there, but the announcers went crazy like, oh, Lloyd, if you would have handed to Lloyd, this would have been a big play down the field or something. Guys, let's scratch that train of thought, because this defender was doing a really good job breaking this play up. Do not blame this on coaching. We could put a little bit on Spencer for his read there, okay? But this dude, go watch the play. He made the play, okay? He made the play very difficult, and Spencer's not really a read option guy. He's trying to learn this stuff. You're going to hear me critique Spencer on his reads and stuff, but in this particular situation, this guy made a very difficult play, created a small gain only for Spencer, okay? So is what it is on that one, all right? Is what it is on that one.